Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today, Monday, October 14th, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the talk, or the tube, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We are excited for you. If some of it does not, just leave it on the table for someone else. Don't take on energy that wasn't meant for you. If you feel it, you feel it. If you don't, then it's not yours. We're going to use Unspoken by Poster Girl, if necessary. Timing Oracle, if necessary. And we're using the Legends of All Hallows Eve, La Bella Anima 13. Like I said before, you can find them on Etsy. She has a ton of decks on there. I didn't see this one. It's been over a year since I bought it, so it is possible it is no more. But La Bella Anima 13 if you're interested. I hope everybody had a great Monday. It wasn't too bad. We were a little slow, which is fine. Probably will not be slow tomorrow. I feel like it's slow on Mondays, and then Tuesdays it's crazy, and then the rest of the day is like up in the air. We got one on the table. Okay, that was weird. I bought a training tarot deck for a friend of mine at work, and I gave it to her, and she hugged me. She's like, I can't believe you bought that for me. I'm like, yeah. It was like $8. It was like $8 on Amazon. And I got it, and it came like in a box, and then it came in a bag. It was a very nice little deck of cards. I should put the link in the community tab for you guys. It was less than $8. And it's a training deck. So it has the meaning and the reverse meaning. It has the signs, like if you want to say, what the sign is and all that jazz. Because she had told me that she was trying to get into tarot years ago, and she just could not remember the cards. And I said, well, I can't technically remember the cards either. I said, but it helps, like when you have, like the ones for Intuitive City have one word on there, and it's kind of helpful because, I mean, sometimes you feel something on a card, and sometimes you don't. And sometimes you feel something that's not even that card, but you feel it in that card. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a toss-up. But it's nice to have something there, to kind of like, okay, maybe. And it kind of gets your noggin flowing, I had a couple downloads today. I actually was able to write them on paper. I don't know what it is, but like the last couple like months, like I get downloads at work and I'm not like fast enough, and then I forget them. I'm like, okay. I don't know. Not all of them, but some of them. In case you're wondering, because I mean, we'll see if they come out in the cards, but I doubt it. I kept hearing "Hi ho" from from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and then I kept hearing who the hell is calling me? "Shiny Happy People" by REM. Yeah, I was like, okay. I even did a post for TikTok, and I put that song as my background song because I'm like, what did I what did I channel that for? I don't know. We got two on the table. It's a little cloudy today, a little cool outside. Definitely October weather, finally. considering last Friday it was like 80 degrees. Three cards on the table. Okay. All right. Can I just get the card, please? They're slippery. All right. I got to set that down because it's not working. We got 4 cards on the table. I got to pick next to my friend today, so I got to talk to her about a current personal situation that I got going on in the background with a friend. It's a friend. Like my end, I think of them as a friend. On their end, I'm not too sure that that's how they think of me. Whoa. Okay, 5 cards on the table. Six cards on the table. Okay, let me pick... Oh, 7 cards. Let me pick up the one that fell. Oh, jeez. My mug with water in it. Okay, I don't want to show you like what the card is yet, but look at that. Look at that. Michael Myers and Scream. Hilarious. Okay, we got 7 cards on the table. I'm going to do 2 more shuffles because we're into 8 minutes here. I mean, I don't mind shuffling for 8 minutes, but I'm sure you guys are annoyed. The shuffle is the shuffle. Mine is a natural shuffle. The cards come out when they come out. That's all I gotta say. 1 more shuffle. Well, dang. Okay, this is interesting. Hey, it's Frankenstein. I do love me some Frankie. I do. Alright. Oh, geez, let me put that back there. Okay. We've got Pondering. We've got Omen. We've got Black Widow. Revelation. Confusion. We got Besties. Announcement. And then bottom of the deck, Divine Feminine. Feminine, masculine, take out resonates. I know there's a Black Widow. There's a Divine Feminine. You can change that to Divine Masculine a widower is technically a man widow, but it doesn't matter. It don't matter. Let me take a sip here. So at first, like, I kind of like, who's pondering? Who's getting these signs and messages? The Black Widow, somebody looking at the Black Widow, you take how it resonates. The thing is I think something is up with this Black Widow, okay? And she's come, this character has come up in some of our other reads before when I've used these cards. Actually, she's come up a lot. And I'm just saying she because it's easier for me. And man, doesn't matter. I will try and say them, but I might say she, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just being honest, okay? Don't hate on me. I love everybody. I don't care who you are. I love you. So it's like this Black Widow is pondering. This Black Widow is realizing that they don't know who they are, or they don't want to be who they pretend to be, or they put off some type of persona and that's no longer what they want to do. With the pondering, with the omens, it says signs and messages here. Like, this person is getting signs and messages. It's a revelation for them. Like, what do you mean I've been karmic? What do you mean I'm not an angel and I'm not of God? And what do you mean it's not okay to be an alcoholic? What do you mean? And don't take that the wrong way. Like, everybody has issues, everybody needs to heal and all that jazz. But like, this is someone that's like in denial. They're in denial. Like, if this was someone that, I'm just going to throw out an example. So if this is someone that like works at their job and every week they steal $100 out of the safe, right? Until they finally get caught. And then when they get caught, they're like, no, like, it couldn't have been me. Like, I didn't steal $100. And then it's almost like they're trying to go to God, right? And be like, no, that wasn't me. Like, I wouldn't do anything like that. I'm not bad. Like, I don't do stuff like that. Everybody steals something at some point in their life. Everybody, whether you're a kid, an adult, whatever, everybody steals something at some point in their life. You finally get to a point where you're like, okay, how does that benefit me? Because, like, let's say you go into the grocery store and you steal the loaf of bread, right? Like, it's always the go-to scenario. You steal the loaf of bread because you're hungry. I get it. Like, I get it. But you steal that $3 loaf of bread. And if you steal a $3 loaf of bread every couple days, eventually at some point, that loaf of bread is going to go up in cost because they realize that they're losing like 3 loaves of bread a week. For a year, every week for a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever the case may be. Like, eventually the cost of that bread is going to go up. And not only are you eventually going to have to pay for that when you can afford it, and you go in and you actually buy a loaf of bread, but everybody else has to pay for that too. But this is like not acknowledging that you were part of it. Like, this is someone this is someone that's realizing like they probably made some poor choices in life, and now they want to backtrack and they want to think about it and come to some type of decision about what they're going to do. Like, am I going to heal? Am I going to keep doing what I'm doing? What are the repercussions? Where do I see myself in a year, 5 years, 10 years? Like, am I going to keep living my life like this? This is someone looking for clarity, for answers. This is somebody that is going to be looking for support with the besties. They're going to be reaching out for people to support them while they try and heal. My squirrel's out there. So this is where it gets a little iffy for me. Because the first part, like, I was confused at first. And then I was like, oh, no. This is from their perspective. But this is where it really does get iffy. Get iffy? Nifty? 50? I don't know. Announcement put on blast, Divine Feminine. So are they going towards the bestie that's a Divine Feminine and they want you to know that they're coming? Or are they putting a Divine Feminine on blast, possibly you, for what? For calling them out on their bullshit, maybe? Either or maybe both? Maybe both. Maybe this Black Widow is going towards a friend and saying, hey, what you did isn't cool. You called me out on my shit. It's not, I don't appreciate it, but I want to heal. I need your help. Maybe that's what's happening. I want to pull some unspoken. I want to see if there's anything going on. What is being said? What is this Black Widow thinking? What are you thinking? What is this Divine Feminine thinking? Like, I want to know. We got one. I'm waiting for an apology. Okay, are you waiting for an apology from this Black Widow? Like, did they do something to you? Or are they waiting for an apology from you? Because I feel like that could go either way. Just saying. Now, I will say this because I was going to give myself as an example, as I usually do with the ex-best friend. And I had someone comment like 2 weeks ago on a video that I did, one of the collectives, and they said, Kim, nobody owes you an apology. And I was thinking, like, did I say in the video that I wanted an apology? I'm like, maybe in the past, like, I was hoping for apologies from certain people. But at the present time, no. Like, I could just care less. But it's kind of funny because then when you think about it, reversal, like, does the ex-best friend think I should apologize for something? And the only reason why I say that is because there are 3 sides to every story. I was just talking about this with someone else. There are 3 sides to every story. Your side, their side, and the truth. Your side and their side probably going to be skewed in your favor somewhat, maybe, possibly, unless you work for the truth. Your side would closely resemble the truth, right? Or if they're the true speaker and you're the one that did the dirty deed or whatever, then their truth would be more close to the truth than yours. You know what I'm saying? 3 sides to every story. Could the ex-best friend possibly think that I owe them an apology? I guess. I mean, I don't know for what. For calling them a rapist? Listen, I am adult enough to acknowledge that what she did to me, she might not consider a sexual assault. And I'm definitely adult enough to acknowledge that the first time was a very gray area type situation. But the fact that I look back on that situation and I feel like I was taken advantage of, I feel that I was drugged, roofied, I, to me, it was sexual assault. It will always be sexual assault. The second time, I said no. I said absolutely no. And the third time, when I knew something was about to happen, I grabbed my shit and got the hell out of there. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't owe her an apology. That being said, I would understand that she would have a different perspective. Do I agree with her perspective? Absolutely not. If someone feels like they were sexually assaulted, physically assaulted, they probably were in some type of way. You know, and the fact that we were best friends for 30 plus years and I trusted her with my love and my life, she should have never did what she did to me. As far as I'm concerned, right there, end of story. Like, I never would have did what she did to me. To me, it was assault. It was sexual assault. So I would not, as far as I'm concerned, owe the ex-best friend an apology. Do I think that she owes me one? No. And after 2 years, I wouldn't want it. It would 2 years later, it's meaningless to me. Can I forgive her for what she did? Yeah, possibly. Would I let her back into my life? Absolutely not. If she were to call me and say, hey, you know, I realize what I did. I'm sorry what I did. I want to get help. I need help, but I need your support. And I would be like, fabulous. Congratulations. I wish you nothing but the best. I've been wanting you to heal for the last 2 years. That's all I've been hoping for and praying for you. But I cannot be a part of that. You're going to have to go on the rest of your life's journey without me. So who's waiting for this apology? You, if you're the divine feminine, or this Black Widow, or both of you? Ooh, 3 cards just popped out. Let me finish this shuffle. Okay. I'm terrified of commitment. There's something I haven't told you. I don't want to see anyone else. You can take these a couple of different ways. So, I mean, I'm terrified of commitment. This person might not be sure whether or not they want to commit to a healing journey. It is a lot of work. I was just watching a read on the way home from one of my favorite readers. I think I've told you guys before, Possess 777. I think that's his name. He's straight and to the point. He reads tarot. That's it. It's to the point. He sees what he sees. That's it. There's no BS. It's not always about love. It's, it's what's in the cards is in the cards. He doesn't, I love him. I think he's great. His name is Ryan. I think he's really great. I watch him all the time. I every day I wait for his reads, and sometimes he does them so late, like I fall asleep. I have to go to bed. Like when I was getting in the car to drive home, I'm like, oh, he did a read last night. I didn't even see it. So I watched him on the way home. He did a collective. He doesn't usually do collectives. He usually does astrology. He does the signs, the individual signs. But he did a collective. And I was like, ooh, I'm so excited. So I watched it on the way home. But he was talking about that, how a healing journey is a lot of work. And people will not face up to that fact. Like they don't recognize like this might be, a little much, it's going to be hard. It's not easy, and sometimes it'll be easy and sometimes it'll be hard, and he was doing the read, and in the read it came out that like someone was almost like wanting to go back and forth like between healing and their old lifestyle. And like he said, at some point you have to wake up and realize like you can't fall for the illusions. If you say you're going to be on a healing journey, you need to commit to that and you need to stick to that. And if there are things that you're supposed to give up to get onto that healing journey, like sex addiction, drug addiction, alcoholism, gambling, la 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 la, there's a million others, right? Spending money, whatever. Being a liar, being a cheater, whatever the case. You can't fall for those illusions anymore. And the devil's going to try. The devil's going to try. You're going to see it in humans who are going to like try and tempt you with things, right? Because the devil knows, baby. You like the okay, like hey, my name is Ted and I have a free, this, that, and the other. You want to try it? No strings attached. You That's the devil. Like that's the devil working through someone else that's unhealed, trying to sell you something that you shouldn't be doing because you're trying to heal, right? Like people forget, like if you want to be in a healing journey, if you want to heal yourself, if you want a different life for yourself, if you're imagining something more, however you want to describe that, you can't go backwards. You can't. I mean, it's fine, like if you slip like once, but like twice, 3, 4 times, you don't want to heal. You're not ready. So get off the healing journey. Go back to your illusions. Go back to the devil. And when you're ready, come back to us because we are here with open arms. We want you to heal. We want you to come home. That's all I ever want is for every fucking human on this planet to come home. Seriously. Seriously. Because the devil's going to try every single day. Every single day. And it's not always just about other people hurting you. It's about you hurting yourself. What do you do that hurts yourself? Because don't do that. If you're doing something that hurts you, whether you can see it, whether it's on the inside, emotional, mental, physical, sexual, if it's hurting you, you need to let that go. You need to let that go. And you can't start your healing journey until you know you're ready to let that go. Because again, if you're going to keep being tempted, it's not going to work. It's just not. He was talking about that in the read today. I suggest you go watch it. It was actually very good. It was very good. He is one of my favorites. He really is one of my favorites. And I'm kind of surprised to even say that because, like I said, he does a very simple read for each sign every day. He does it every day. It's not very often that he misses a day. And it's just very simple. And it's whatever is in the cards. There's no mumbo jumbo bullshit. There's not. Possessed 777, I think. I'll look it up while I'm talking about these other cards. There's something I haven't told you. What? What haven't they told you? What haven't you told them? Something maybe concerning like why you stopped being friends. Because this says bestie. Okay, so I'm assuming this is friends. Two women, two men, a woman and a man. I'm assuming this is two friends. And for some reason, the two of you fell off from a relationship, and now one of them wants to heal. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm almost there. What is it? Possess 777. Yeah, his name is Ryan. If you're interested. Very good collective read, and only like 18 minutes. Not even 18 minutes long today. All right. There's something I haven't told you. Something about the two of you falling off. Or something about like the reason why they need to heal. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. You take how that resonates for you. I don't want to see anyone else. This person might look at you as someone that was always supportive, loving, caring, giving, nurturing. So this widow wanting to go on a healing journey and get their shit together, they might think that you're the only option, that you're the best option for support. They don't want anybody else. It's not that they don't want anybody else in their corner, because they do, right? Like they want support, but they know that they would be at their best with your support, okay? Or if you're this Black Widow, I don't like to read it like that. You know that, but you could be. I don't know. Be honest about your situation. I say it all the time. I'm no angel in every situation. Far from it. Far the fuck from it. Okay, let me do one more shuffle. Because, like, this put on blast. Like, because I feel like it's, like, this one card. I feel like this Black Widow is, like, trying to call out this Divine Feminine for something. But for what? When I found out, it felt like a punch in the gut. It could have been both of you. Again, 3 sides to every story. Could have been both of you that felt like that. I'm not so sure that opposites attract. Maybe this person is interested in you and like sexual wise, love wise. Maybe maybe you knew about it, maybe you didn't. Maybe this Black Widow got into a situation with someone else and that's what they're talking about. I'm not so sure that opposites attract. Oh, okay, so got it. So I'm telling you, I need a coffee. I was thinking about a coffee all afternoon. If this Black Widow is of the dark, right? And by that I mean like there's some type of low vibration there. That's why they want to heal. You know, maybe they have child wound things that they need to heal. Maybe they're addicted to drugs and they want to heal that. Whatever they want to heal, whatever they want to get on the healing journey for. They're coming out of a dark space, right? And you being a divine feminine, okay, you know how I feel about divines and twin flames and soulmates. We'll say divine feminine. We'll say you're as close to divine feminine as you can get. because I don't, like 99.9% of the time, I don't feel like no divine feminine. I get readings, I do readings on myself, and it's like, oh, you're the empress. Yeah, I don't feel like no empress. I just, I just don't. And you can say that that's because that's the humbleness in me, that's the humble hermit in me. Um, but I just don't. I just don't because I think of myself as everyone else, human. That's it. Um, but anyway, if you're the divine feminine, you're going to be of a higher vibration, right? And that's not to say you're perfect. We're not saying that. Nobody's perfect. But you would be on two different wavelengths, two different scales, right? And this person is saying, this Black Widow is saying, I'm not sure that opposites attract, meaning I'm not sure this works. I'm not sure this can work, is basically what this Black Widow is saying. Or you're saying that to the Black Widow. I will say this about that. Okay? I'm gonna say this. I have a ton of friends that I don't necessarily agree with their lifestyle choices, right? But I'm sure they don't agree with mine. Three sides to every story. I'm still friends with them. I still talk with them, hang out occasionally, whatever the case. I'm still friends with them. When people start to show me that they hurt others and they don't care, that they have a lack of emotion for other humans, that's when I start to push people out of my life. That's when I take stock of who I'm friends with, what family I'm hanging out with, people at work, that's when I look at situations and I say, I can't be around you anymore. Like you're there, like there's something there that's too much toxic. When it involves hurting others, abusing others, I can't. Like that's where I draw the line. Anything else, you are who you are. Like it's not my business. It's between you and your God. Like if you believe in God, it's between you and them. It has nothing to do with me. Maybe you feel this way about this Black Widow. Maybe they feel that way about you. I don't know. Maybe you both feel that way about each other. Like you both know you're different from each other and you don't know if a friendship will work. So when I found out it felt like a punch in the gut, I'm really just getting the overall energy that however the two of you have been in however the two of you have been in however long, hello, coffee. I need coffee. Like that much coffee and yeah, that's supposed to be a C for coffee. For however long the two of you have been disconnected, no contact, whatever you want to call it. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you talk every once in a while. I don't know. Take how it resonates. There's nothing on here that says like you don't talk. So take how it resonates. You might have like moved on with your life in such a way that this person, this Black Widow, is or was or both offended, you know, and this just goes back to the idea we see it a lot in reads, it comes out in readings, when there's competition between friends, lovers, family members, and someone that would have thought that the two of you were in competition would possibly look at your relationship and be like, well, you just did your own album and put it on iTunes. Like you didn't do that when we were friends. Like now all of a sudden you're doing something. It's kind of like that attitude of like, well, how dare you do something without me? And it kind of goes back to the clout chasing, where people are like, if you're going to do something great, I want to be the person standing at your side because I want the clout, you know? And it kind of gives off that type of energy. When I found out, it felt like a punch in the gut. Like you did something without this person, and this person's like, what do you mean you climbed Mount Everest? Like, we were supposed to do that together. What do you mean you went to club whatever? Like, that was our special place. You weren't supposed to go there with another friend. It gives off like that type of jealous competition type energy. And nobody wants that. I was actually just talking about that today at work with a friend. He was talking about he was talking about an ex-friend of his that he realized always put them in competition. And he's like, I just don't live my life like that. And I looked at him and I said, yes. Yes. I said, I don't either. And yet somehow, some way, not even just the ex-best friend, you guys, even though that's where I get most of my drama from, my past drama from. And yes, there was competition there. But like I get tons of people all the time that are like, oh, well, you did this, well, I did that. And it's like, congratulations, that's awesome. And then they kind of look at you like, and it's like, dude, what do you want me to say? Like, I don't know how many times I have to say this. We're all human. We are all on this plane together. We are all fighting to survive down here together. If you put an album on iTunes, I fucking love it. If you write a book, I fucking love it. If you get married and have 10 kids, I fucking love it. If if you want to devote your life to the church and become a nun or a priest, I love it. I don't care. Like, it's not a competition for me. You win $1 million, congratulations. Let me take you out to dinner and pay for your dinner. I don't care. This is not a competition. Down here, this is not a competition. Down here, we should all be working together. And it kills me. It kills me. When this young man told me today that he is no longer friends with his ex-best friend because this other guy put them in competition for almost literally everything. Why? Why? Why would you not want to be friends with someone that does the exact opposite of what you do, and you do your thing, and you can benefit from each other? I don't understand. And who cares who's best? I could write a list 10 miles long of what I'm worst at. Never mind a list of what I'm best at. Who gives a seriously? Seriously, who gives a fuck? Again, we're all here living this life together. I would hate to think that there are people out there that look at me and they're like, oh, Kim, she just finished writing her second book. Can you believe that? Like, who does she think she is? You know who I think I am? I think I'm a 44-year-old woman, and it took me 44 years to write a book. And maybe next year, I'm going to self-publish, and I'm going to pay for that. And then maybe I'll sell a copy. That's it. That's it. It's not your life. It's my life. I love it. You should love it for me. But you shouldn't be jealous. And you shouldn't be bitching about it. And you shouldn't go out and try and write a book just because you saw somebody else write a book. Unless you want to. If you want to write a book, fabulous. Write a book. I just don't understand that energy. Like, like that energy just totally puts me off. Like, I can't even tell you. And again, it's not just like there have been many people in my life where I felt like this tug and pull, like this competition. And it's just like, I'd rather just stand out of line and look like, a loser, because I don't care. I don't do that. I just don't do that. I don't. All right, let's get some timing. Although I don't know if anything accurate's gonna fall out here. Let's see what falls out. Let's see what the cards say. And I'm sorry for the rant, but I seriously, one of my biggest pet peeves is competition. And I'm not talking about like, let's go play racquetball and see who gets the most points. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like crazy, stupid stuff that people just do not need to compete with other people for. Live your own life. Be your own person. Like, these are the experiences that you're going to take with you when you go home, or when you go into the next timeline, or the next lifetime, or whatever you believe. Like, do you want to go into your next lifetime with negative experiences? I don't. I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to change. That's why I went on a healing journey. I was sick and tired of living the life that I lived. Always like feeling like I never knew what was coming. And maybe sometimes I still don't know what's coming, but I know who I am. I know where I'm at. I know where I'm going. I have goals. I have dreams. I have aspirations. Things might change along the way, but eventually I'll get there. Oh, I thought it was like a bug. I'm like, is that a dragonfly? And then I'm like, that's a fire Kim with marshmallows. September. Okay, well, it's October. So September's a little late in my opinion. That's a year away. Or maybe you already had this happen. Maybe it happened for you in September. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment, peeps. And don't get upset if I don't respond or if I don't leave words. I read every comment. I read every freaking comment. Trust me. And I usually like every single comment so that you guys know I read it. But sometimes I answer, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have a comment, sometimes I need a coffee. I don't know. I'm just being honest. Okay. There is no more time. We got that the other day in one of the readings. I'm getting a couple things from that, honestly. So this Black Widow might be being told, like, heal or get off the pot. Like, this is your last chance kind of thing. And then I'm also getting, like, if they want to come in to the divine feminine, to the bestie, or the ex-bestie, however you want to phrase that, they're being told now. And take how it resonates. Every situation is going to be different. Months, weeks, months, years, it doesn't matter. If God himself puts a timestamp on something, you better believe that this Black Widow is going to get a message saying you need to do this now or this is it. Their angels, their dearly departed loved ones, their spirit guides, they're going to tell them, this is your last chance. Get your shit together, start to heal, and go towards this friend. Let's do 2 more shuffles on this. Okay, that flipped over before I lifted the thing and it flipped. By the end of the month, one more shuffle. July 21st. There was another reader that she was doing, I think it was a divine feminine read. She does them all the time. She does a divine feminine, divine masculine, and something about July. Because again, July and September is far away. You know? I mean, then again, like people get on their healing journeys, and if they really start to heal and they're doing their own thing, I mean, they're healing. You know what I mean? So they might not come into this divine feminine right away. In which case, this would be heal now or get off the pot. And they might not come to you until July, sometime in September. Some of you, the end of the month. But she did a divine feminine read, I'm telling you, and there was something about the month of July. And I don't know if it was the 23rd. I don't think it was the 21st. She said the 12th, I think. The 12th and the 23rd of July. Maybe that means something for you. Sometimes I remember stuff from other people's reads, and if it clicks for me, like for some reason, as soon as I saw this, I thought of that. So maybe the 12th of July and the 23rd of July means something to you. Her name is La Goddess. I don't know if it's LA Goddess or La Goddess. I say La Goddess. Because I don't think I've ever heard her refer to her name. I don't know. She's pretty good. She tends to get a lot of repeat reads, but I think that's just because her collective has been with her for so long. And they all you know what I mean? Like they probably all watch her every day, all day. I catch it when I can. And lately, like I've told you guys in the past, like I resonate with Gemini and I resonate with Virgo because I have high placements in Virgo more so than I do Gemini technically. But lately, like the Virgo reads have not resonated with me at all. So I've just been like sticking to Gemini. Possess 777. I watched a Virgo read. I think it was Friday or Saturday, and it was the first Virgo read that resonated with me in a while. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, like this was shocking. Because the last couple weeks, like 4 or 5 weeks, like they haven't resonated. I haven't been watching them. I've just been doing my Gemini. But you guys should, you know, again, do your birth chart if you haven't done your birth chart. And pay attention to that kind of stuff. Watch other reads. Like if you're a Leo, but you have Cancer in your birth chart, watch a Cancer reading. See if something resonates. It might not all resonate, but something might resonate. And then you'll kind of get an idea of like which signs fit you best within your chart. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I typically Gemini and Virgo, and Scorpio and Aries, because I have an Aries moon. And then Scorpio, I think I have like 2 placements in Scorpio. So sometimes I resonate with that. But yeah, those are like the 4 that I usually watch. Like if I want to watch, you know, more than Gemini. I don't I don't have any Pisces. I don't have any Taurus, I don't have any Aquarius, and I don't have any Capricorn. I occasionally watch Capricorn readings because my ex-husband is a Capricorn, so sometimes I kind of, like, I'll even tell him, I'll be like, oh, I watched your reading and this is what it said. And he'll be like, okay, nutbag. No, he's actually very nice about it. But Aquarius, Taurus, and Pisces, uh, well, I did have a Pisces friend. I was watching them for her for a while, and then we kind of fell off. So those three signs, like I never watch. They, no, no. Sometimes Leo, Cancer, Sagittarius. I have Sagittarius in my chart, but not rarely. But yeah, I encourage you guys to check that out if you haven't checked that out. So, a recap, something about July 12th, 23rd, if that resonates for you. And then for some of you, this is going to come in next fall, summer, fall. This person might come back around, or for some of you, they might come back around the end of this month. All right. I'm going to leave it at that. Almost an hour long. That's kind of crazy. And most of it was just me ranting. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it entertaining. I hope it resonated. I hope everybody had a great Monday. I hope everybody is ready for this week. Exciting. Or not, depending on how you look at it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.